So let's learn which all tasks we need to focus on. And for this particular question, I would always recommend you all out there not to use templates. If you do not commit these mistakes, I'm pretty sure you all are going to get minimum 85 in every single module. Focus on these two tasks of PT reading module. Hello everyone, I'm Sonam Sandhu from PT Made Easy, and this video is all about the 5 common mistakes which many learners out there are committing. And you know one thing, because of these mistakes you guys are not able to get your desired scores. You are just stuck at 70, 65 or even 60. But if you do not commit these mistakes, I'm pretty sure you all are going to get minimum 85 in every single module. Let's get started with the first mistake. So the first mistake here is not focusing on high priority tasks. So basically in PT module or in the PT exam, we have total of 20 tasks. But what you guys do, you focus on all the 20 tasks. There are around 10 to 12 tasks which are not going to score more, okay, which are going to give you very less scores. So we should focus on high priority tasks first and later on focus on the medium and low priority tasks. But you guys do the opposite, or you give equal importance to every other task, and because of the same you fail in your exam. So let's learn which all tasks we need to focus on one by one. Let's start with the PT speaking module. When we are talking about PT speaking module, in this particular module we need to focus on PT speaking repeat sentence as well as PT speaking read aloud. These two tasks are going to give you a lot of scores. That's why we need to focus on these two thoroughly. And if you want to know the strategies for solving these two questions, kindly go and check out our videos. There are so many videos related to every single task out there. So please go and check out that. And I'm even planning to upload a full PT free course on our YouTube channel. So if you want that, let me know in the comment section. We want it, ma'am. We want it. Okay. Now talking about the second module, that is PT writing module. In the PT writing module, I would suggest you all to focus on PT essay writing. Yes, I know it is going to give you somewhere around 15 marks. But these are the 15 marks which you can get easily by following our templates. So we have essay templates which you can easily follow and you can score well in your PT essay writing part. Rather than focusing on every single question, understanding every single question, you simply need to focus on the planning part, on the ideas of a particular question, and rest leave it onto us. So rest, focus on the template. Okay, so for the template one, you may go and check out this video. The video is available above, or आप simply go through this video, go through this link, and you'll get to know how you have to incorporate template in a particular essay question. Trust me guys, it's not possible to write the whole essay of around 200 and 250 words in just 20 minutes. That's why we always recommend you to use the templates for the PT essay writing part. Now, proceeding on to the second question type of PT writing, which is summary completion. And for this particular question, I would always recommend you all out there not to use templates. Never use templates. It is already mentioned in the Pearson book as well, and it has been clearly mentioned that you should not use any structure or any template in this. Simply write the answer in a single sentence, and if you want to write the answer in the single sentence, there is no need to use the template. There is a complex sentence structure which I am going to provide you in the upcoming video of mine for the PT writing summary completion. That will help you guys a lot in completing this particular task easily. Now when we are talking about summary completion, this is a task in which you are going to get 10 minutes per question. So even if you are not able to use the template here. As I have previously mentioned, do not use template. You can easily write it in 10 minutes. So this one is going to be very easy for you. You just need to focus more on the understanding of the paragraph or the passage, and later on write the crux using the complex sentences or complex structures such as although, but also, not only, as well as. You can use structures like such. Let's proceed on to the fifth task of ours. So basically we are done with speaking and writing modules. Now let's proceed to the listening part. And in the listening part, I would suggest you all to focus on the 4 tasks. And the 4 tasks are: summarize spoken text. First of all, focus on this, and for the same you can use the template. The template is already available in one of our videos. You may simply go and check out that video as well. I'll put the link in the description too. Now, apart from this, PT listening fill in the blanks. Once you are able to master, or once you have mastered the skills of solving PT reading fill in the blanks, PT reading and writing drop down blanks, you can easily do PT listening fill in the blanks. These are quite similar to those of IELTS listening fill in the blanks. So focus on these as well. Third question type of listening module is write from dictation, and the fourth one is highlight incorrect words. So focus on highlight incorrect words as well as write from dictation. These are the 4 tasks of listening modules, which is going to, these are going to help you a lot in scoring well in your PTE exam. Last 2, but definitely not the least, as I have previously mentioned, you need to focus only on these 10 tasks. The remaining 10 tasks, I won't ask you to skip, but I would recommend you to focus less on the remaining 6 tasks, or simply skip the 4 to 5 tasks. I'll tell you which ones can be skipped. Now, before telling you which ones can be skipped, focus on these 2 tasks of PT reading module, and these 2 are the ones which are of high priority, high scoring tasks. First one is PT reading fill in the blanks, and the second one is PT reading and writing drop down blanks. Do not forget to focus on these 10 tasks, as these 10 are going to give you somewhere around 70-75 marks in total, and the remaining 15 marks will be designated to the random task, the remaining 10 tasks. Now there are 6 tasks which you can easily skip. So first of all, skip the multiple choice questions, be it single and multiple answers, for reading as well as writing modules. So 4 tasks, these 4 tasks can be skipped easily. Coming to the next 2. For the next 2, you can skip the highlight correct summary part, and you can even, if you want to skip, you can even skip reorder paragraphs of the PT reading part. You can do only a few questions of the same, and rest all is sorted. Coming to the second tip now. Many learners think that speaking fast means speaking fluently, and that's the main mistake that you guys are thinking, and that's the myth in your mind. It's not about speaking at fast pace. It's about speaking fluently with natural pauses. When you see any educator speaking in English in front of you, that educator is also taking necessary pauses. So you need to take natural pauses or necessary pauses whenever there is a comma or there's a full stop. Rather than speaking too fast or too slow, you need to keep the pace normal. So speak at moderate pace. That's the pace which shows how fluent you are. Fluency doesn't lie in the speed, fluency lies in the way you speak up. So take natural pauses wherever required. Coming to the tip number 3. And the tip number 3 is not using the templates properly. Many learners out there, what exactly they do? They do not use the templates properly, or what they do, they simply copy paste everything that's there in the templates, but they do not use any keywords from the question. So the most important thing is to understand the question of the essay. So look at the essay question, try to understand it, and plan what you are going to write in body paragraph 1, as well as in body paragraph 2. So there should be synonyms related to the question, there should be ideas, there should be the answer to the question. You cannot simply use the template without any words from the question, without any answer, without any ideas, without any reasons. And if you are also doing the same, you guys are committing a very big mistake. That's a blunder. So focus on using the templates, keeping the demand of the question in mind, keep the subject of the question intact, use the keywords, use the synonyms as well as the ideas properly. And if you do not know how you have to do it, simply go through this template video of mine. You will understand how you have to use the template properly. Coming to the tip number 4, and the tip number 4 is using fake accents. So if somebody is using fake accent and that person is sitting next to you or in front of you, do you like it? I cannot stand it when somebody uses fake accent. What exactly happens when someone uses fake accent? I do not feel like talking to that person again. And that's what the examiner doesn't want to. I know there is no examiner in the PT exam, it's just the AI who is testing you. But it's not about doing that. When you use fake accent, then also what happens, you are kind of focusing on the accent more rather than focusing on the content, fluency, pace. So I would suggest you more to focus on speaking in your natural accent, speaking in the Indian accent. We are Indians and I'm proud to be an Indian. Why can't we use Indian accent? Let's use Indian accents and crack this exam. It is possible. Trust me, PT आसान है. You simply need to follow the right strategies as well as the right person. Coming to the 5th mistake, what you guys do when you listen to a particular sentence, if you do not remember a particular word, you fumble in between. You take pauses. Rather than taking pauses, you can skip that particular word. That's what you need to do. And how do you need to do? It's all about speaking fluently. If you do not know how to pronounce a particular word, skip it. And that's what you do not do. You do not skip it, you rather pronounce it wrong. And that's what give you less scores. I'll give you an example here and you'll get to know how. For example, the question is, this place is designated for administrative work purposes only. This is from repeat sentence and the write from dictation part. Now many learners out there, they get confused when it comes to speaking administrative properly, or they fumble while speaking this particular word. So what you can do, this place is designated for work purposes only, or this place is designated for administrative work only. If you have skipped a particular word or if you have forgotten a particular word in write from dictation, you can simply skip it. You can write down every single word you have heard properly and focus more on the content words. This place is designated for administrative work purposes only. You can write like this only. This place is designated for administrative work purposes only. If you do not know how to pronounce a particular word, simply skip it. And that's the last tip, tip number 5. Now I am going to shoot another video for the write from dictation and repeat sentence part. And in that video, what exactly will happen, I'll tell you how you can focus more on content words. And there are certain words like articles, prepositions, which I'll tell you. Somewhere around 15 to 16 words I'll tell you. And you can simply focus on the content words and fill in the blanks with the appropriate prepositions and articles which I am going to tell you. If you like this video, simply appreciate my efforts by sharing this video with 2 more learners. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.